Y'all are lazy. It's every excuse as to why you can't do something. I gotta clean the house. If your house wasn't a filthy mess every single day, you wouldn't have to clean.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Just a Girl Show. My name is Janine. If you are new here, if you're new, of course hit that subscribe button and make sure the notifications are on so you never miss an episode. And if you're a subscriber, welcome back to the channel. So I spoke about this before and I'm gonna speak about it again, is the laziness that a lot of women display, right? So whenever we talk about relationships and partnership and teamwork, women are so focused on what they might have to do. Well, if I got to do this, if I got to do that, if I got, like, they're always worried about if they have to work hard or harder than the man. It's always this fixation on, I'm not doing more than him. He not going to get over on me. I'm not to be taking care of these kids by myself. Like, it's always a lot of tit for tat. And when we get into the conversation around, taking care of the household, women are very much complaining about having to go to work, having to take care of the kids, having to keep your home clean, having to just show up because they don't feel like, how can I do all that and still show for myself? You just do it. We make stuff so complicated. Like it's too complicated. And it's, for me, it's just a reason to complain, to be quite honest. We just complain. We complain and we complain. All we do is complain. You're working 40 hours a week. Let's be real. Most women who work 40 hours a week, right? You're not coming home barely able to walk and your feet are burning. Because the same women who complain about how they had to work 40 hours a week and they don't feel like coming home to cook for their man, y'all don't have no problem going to work 40 hours a week and going out to happy hour every Friday with all the energy in the world and your work clothes and your work scrubs. Like, y'all have no problems with that. But y'all have a problem with coming home and doing homework with your kids.
This is the last thing I'm gonna say directly to black women. Last thing. Y'all are lazy. You're lazy. It's common. How am I going to do all these things when I got to go to work 40 hours a week, raise my kids, cook, clean, blah, 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 blah. Your kids are raising themselves. McDonald's is feeding them. You're in the house and they're on their phone. Who's actually raising those kids? You go to work and you don't do nothing at work. Nothing but complain. Sit there on your phone all day long. Make it make sense. Y'all are lazy. It's every excuse as to why you can't do something. I gotta clean the house. If your house wasn't a filthy mess every single day, you wouldn't have to clean. Keep it up, keep it tidy, then you don't have to clean every single day. Your kids are in school more than they're with you. They're in their room more than they're with you. But we love to act like we can't do nothing. How can I go to work and raise kids? Girl, please.
You have a problem coming home or going to the gym. Like, y'all have a problem of doing things that require you to be a responsible adult. That's what it is. Because I don't know why going to work means you have to now be a masculine woman. Now you can't be a feminine woman. Now you don't have time to take care of yourself. When did that become a thing? Why does going to work turn you into a instant masculine, nasty, mean, unattractive woman? I'm trying to figure, because for me, going to work is like getting up every day and just getting dressed. You go to work, you pour into yourself, you get yourself together, you look presentable, you look nice. Some people do their makeup, some people get dressed up, some people don't, but you do it. It's a part of being a self-sufficient adult. But the thought process for us is, I wish I would go to work 40 hours a week and take care of the kids and take care of the home and pay bills by myself. Because the conversation is always focused on, I wish I would go to work 40 hours a week and come home and take care of the kids and have to pay bills. I'm not doing all that. The conversation is always focused on, the conversation is always stuck on how I'm going to go to work 40 hours a week and take care of the kids and clean the house and be there for a man and have to still pay bills. Why can't you still pay bills and do all those things? The reality of it is no relationship is 50-50. It's not. But a lot of women feel like if I have to pay bills, if I have to split the bills with my partner, then he better split the cooking, the childcare, everything. Like it has to be equal. That's how a lot of women feel. And I feel like it takes away, it makes the home environment more chaotic. It makes it more stressful, right? So because y'all both got to pay bills, you pay the car bills, he pays the house, whatever it might be. So in your mind, if I got to do that, then he needs to also cook half of the week and I'll cook. But what if he can't cook? What if he cannot cook? You're purposely just trying to make a issue out of just so you can not feel like you're doing more work. Why? If you know that he struggles with changing a baby's diaper, he's just not. Hey, some dads, they never had to take care of no baby. They don't know how to do it. You're going to force the baby on him just because you feel like, well, I had the baby for 1 hour. It's your turn now. We're going 50. Like it's any reason to say, I can't do all that stuff and do this. Like we make it so much harder than it has to be, than it has to be. We really do. We really do. And like I said, when it comes to the 50-50 conversation, when it comes to money, again, 50-50 does not have to mean if it's $1,000, you give your $5, I give my $5. That is not necessarily what it means. It just means we pay the bills together. We both got to pay bills. We both got to go to work. I get it. It might feel like the woman is taking on more, but naturally as a mother, we are the nurturers and our children are going to flock to us more because that is the role of the mother. It's just our natural feminine aura, instinct, whatever you want to call it. So then trying to like force your kids on the man just so you can feel like, you've been with me for 2 hours, go with your daddy, it's his turn. Why? A lot of y'all women need to realize that the life that you live is hard because you make it hard, right? You make it hard. And a lot of times we don't even want to recognize that we're making our own lives more stressful than it has to be. We really are. We really make it harder than it has to be for no reason at all. No reason at all. Just to stand down on the hill of, I'm not going to do it. Just to die on the hill of standing on business. I wish I would do all that and pay bills. Why not? Why not? Why not? Because if you was doing it by yourself, what would change? You're doing it by yourself anyway. So why not have a partner come in and help you? Help you lighten the load. Lightening the load does not necessarily mean it's going to feel like it doesn't exist, right? That's not what lightening the load means. It means making it lighter. It doesn't mean it's going to be completely light. It just means it's going to be lighter. So if you were carrying 100% of the responsibilities, now you might have to carry only 75%. That's still lighter. That still gives you a good percentage, right? 15% left to pour into something else. Or what if it gives you 60%? Right? Now that gives you time, but we don't think about that. We are so focused on he better not get more time to do stuff than I can't do. It's very competitive. It's very catty. It's very childish. It's very immature. And I don't want women to feel like I'm saying that you should just do everything on your own. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, as I said this before, your man might have a job that is physical. He works a job that is physical, right? He working 40 hours a week on his feet, his hands, his body is burning. He literally is killing himself every day physically, climbing on roofs, climbing up ladders, all these things. While you sit at a desk and answer the phones, those are two different jobs that are going to require two different, type of energy. So of course, when he comes home, his load is going to be different because of the toll of his job, of his day-to-day life. But no, you wanted to be, I don't care. I work 40 hours. He did too, but he need to cook because it's his time to cook because I'm not cooking. Like, it's like, why? Why are we making it harder than it has to be? Every woman's not me, and I know that. But when I get off work and I've came home, I could still get off work, get my kids, cook dinner. I enjoy cooking dinner. I enjoy doing homework. Like, I don't see this stuff as a burden. I think that's another thing that we as women do. Y'all want to have these kids. You want to have these homes. You want to have these families that y'all quote unquote want, but then y'all make it like it's a burden to do anything, to raise your kids, to cook for your kids. Everything is a burden. Everything tonight is a burden to us. We complain and complain and complain. Having sex with your man is a burden. Everything's a burden. That's all we do. We're so lazy. We're so lazy. That is really making our lives harder than it has to be. Your laziness is stopping you from being able to do more. Honestly, you being so lazy and complaining all the time is making it harder on yourself. That man worked all day long out in the hot sun, burning up, or in the freezing cold, but you still want to feel like, well, I don't care. I got to pay half of the rent, so he need to cook tonight because it's his turn. Come on. Seriously. Let's not move like that. Let's not make it hard for ourselves. Let's come together as a team. I play my role, you play your role. We understand that there's going to be seasons in life, seasons in a relationship that is going to look different. This season, this is where we are. This is what you're doing. This is what I'm doing. Next season, this is where you are. This is what I'm like. It takes balance. It takes teamwork. It really does. But too often, we make it harder than it has to be. Especially the women who say they would rather do it by themselves than go 50-50. You obviously didn't pay attention in math class when you was in school, because anybody know that half is always better than 100. That's what I thought. But a lot of y'all women feel like, what's the point? So again, y'all complain about doing it all by yourself, but then somebody want to come and help you and you still want to do it by yourself. It doesn't make sense. It makes no sense. Make it make sense is the point of this conversation. Some stuff does not have to be that difficult. It doesn't have to be. It really doesn't. Okay? But let me know in the comments what you guys think about this conversation. I know it's the 50-50 conversation and all of this stuff has been so controversial for so many years, and it's still a conversation, topic of discussion. But let me know what your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts of, 50-50 partnership, teamwork, all of those things. Drop it in the comments. Of course, like the video if you enjoyed the conversation. Subscribe to the channel, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next episode. Bye.